Tron Ares, 2025. Now, Tron has always been one of those franchises that people love to talk about, but not a lot of people actually go see. The last one, Tron Legacy back in 2010, made around $400 million worldwide. Sounds like a win, right? Well, not really. That film cost so much to make and market that it was barely considered profitable. Fast forward 15 years, Disney's trying again with Tron Ares. The big problem? Jared Leto.
It's Morbid time.
He's one of the most polarizing actors in Hollywood. Some people like him, but for most audiences, his name has become more of a red flag than a box office draw. The marketing so far hasn't helped either. It looks more like a Disney XD show from 2012 than a $200 million blockbuster. It has great CGI to be honest, but on top of that, they're dropping this in October, when horror movies usually dominate the box office. Unless Tron fans show up in massive numbers, which still, Tron fans are massive. There's plenty of them. Unless all of them shows up, this one's looking like another expensive misfire. Mortal Kombat 2, 2025. I am a huge fan of the game, especially Mortal Kombat 11, but the movies? Because the 2021 reboot wasn't a huge hit. It made about $84 million on a $55 million budget, and most of that came from streaming since it launched day on date on HBO Max. Critics weren't kind either, calling it hollow and badly paced. The sequel is coming out with a full theatrical run this time, but that's not necessarily good news. Casual audiences just aren't lining up for fighting game movies anymore. Sure, fans will enjoy the fatalities and callbacks, especially Johnny Cage is leading the movie for sure.
Tell me you're not some crazy fans.
But that only gets you so far. If the story and characters don't connect, the mainstream audience won't care. And this film could be yet another underperformer, especially with so many bigger movies fighting for attention in 2025. The Running Man, 2025. Here's an interesting one. The Running Man, a readaptation of Stephen King's dystopian story. This time, starring Glenn Powell and directed by Edgar Wright. On paper, it sounds great. Powell is having a breakout moment, and Wright is a stylish director with a loyal fanbase. But here's the issue. Original style sci-fi thrillers just don't draw massive crowds in theaters anymore. The last time audiences really rallied behind a movie like this was years ago, with films like District 9 or Looper. Today, unless it's tied to an existing mega franchise, most people just wait until it hits streaming. Even with a good cast and director, The Running Man faces an uphill battle to become more than a cult hit. Financially, it could flop hard. The trailer looks amazing though. Hopefully it does well when it hits theaters.
I got a grenade! Back at you.
Now You See Me 3, 2025. Remember when this franchise felt fresh?
Did you see one?
Yes.
Do you have one in mind?
Yes.
Now, do you see your card here?
No.
The closer you look,
The less you see.
The first movie back in 2013 did pretty well, but the sequel already showed signs of audience fatigue. By the time this third entry arrives, it'll have been nearly a decade since the last film.
It is very good to be back.
And interest in the magician heist formula has cooled off. To make matters worse, this film is releasing right before two box office juggernauts, Wicked for Good and Zootopia 2. And just between Wicked and this movie, especially after Wicked crushed the box office recently, that's like scheduling your concert the same night Taylor Swift is performing across the street. You're going to get crushed. Unless the marketing pulls a rabbit out of a hat. Pun intended, this will likely be the lowest grossing entry in the trilogy. Deliver Me From Nowhere, 2025. Biopics are hit or miss, and Deliver Me From Nowhere might fall into the latter.
Never owned a new car before.
It's awfully fitting for a handsome devil rock star. I do know who you are.
Well, that makes one of us.
Jeremy Allen White stars as Bruce Springsteen during the making of his legendary album Nebraska.
How's that sound?
Looks about right.
Don't need to be perfect. I want it to feel like I'm in the room by myself.
Hardcore Springsteen fans will definitely be interested, but the movie has a reported $50 million budget. That's extremely high for what's essentially a niche music biopic. Compare that to films like Rocketman or Elvis, those work because Elton John and Elvis Presley are global icons with massive cross-generational appeal. Springsteen is a legend, no disrespect, but his franchise skews older and smaller. If younger audiences don't show up, this film could quietly fade away and lose a lot of money. Marty Supreme, 2025. Another risky bet is Marty Supreme. This is an A24 period drama about a 1950s table tennis champion.
I know it's hard to believe, but I'm telling you, this game, it fills stadiums overseas. And it's only a matter of time before I'm staring at you from the cover of a Wheaties box.
Toasted whole wheat flakes, whole grain vitamins, give you energy, good for kids, huh?
Okay.
starring Timothy Chalamet, with a budget reportedly north of $70 million. And here's the reality. Adult dramas, even with A-list talent, rarely make back this kind of money. A24 usually keeps things small, focusing on low-budget, high-impact films. But when they go big, it can turn into a disaster financially. Unless Marty Supreme becomes an Oscar juggernaut and draws in award season crowds, this could end up being one of A24's biggest losses ever.
Custom ball like that is gonna cost a lot of money.
Of course it's custom. It's original ball for an original guy. It's the Marty Supremo, not the Marty normal ball.
Predator Badlands, 2025. This one is tricky because Predator is a recognizable IP. People know it and they know the creature. And 2022's Prey did really well on Hulu.
Why do you want to hunt? Because you all think that I can't.
But here's the thing, Prey worked because it was fresh, stripped down, and unexpected. Badlands is rumored to be set in a post-apocalyptic world. Which sounds cool, but also feels like a stretch from what made Predator iconic in the first place. The Predator franchise hasn't been exactly consistent. The Predator in 2018 was a flop, both critically and commercially. And if this film leans too hard into being a generic post-apocalyptic action flick, audiences might not see it as anything special. Without a clear, exciting hook, Predator Badlands could be just another entry in a franchise that's already lost its edge. Anaconda, 2025. The Anaconda reboot, starring Paul Rudd and Jack Black. The casting feels weird for me.
Hi, Jack.
Dude, you know what we should do?
What?
Promo.
that's
Let's
not a
shoot a
bad
promo
idea.
right now on my phone. Hey, what's up, people? We're making a movie.
Anaconda!
And yes, you heard that right. Hollywood is bringing back the 1997 Killer Snake movie that originally starred Jennifer Lopez and Ice Cube.
It's you! It's you!
Yeah. Well, yes, kind of.
How could you,
Yeah.
man? How could you?
That film became a cheesy cult classic. But does anyone really want a modern reboot of Anaconda? Casting Paul Rudd and Jack Black makes it sound more like a comedy than a genuine creature horror film.
There's gonna be a big snake, and it's gonna rip.
You want to get scared? You want to laugh? You want to celebrate with your friends? Or maybe you're alone and sad and have nobody.
You know what time it is? Disco time!
And that's where the problem lies. Is this supposed to be scary? Is it a parody? Is it just another throwaway monster movie? The marketing will have to answer those questions. But as it stands, this reboot looks more like a joke than a blockbuster.
You're gonna come
In the theater.
That came out wrong.
Given how audiences have reacted to other unnecessary reboots, don't be surprised if this one sinks without a trace. That's 8 minutes. Thank you for watching. Like the video and don't forget to subscribe for more flops.